In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 college football games happening on November 22nd, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Ball State versus Miami, Ohio. The Ball State Cardinals take on the Miami, Ohio Redhawks in the Mid-American Conference season finale on Tuesday night. The Cardinals were hit with a home loss by Ohio last week. The Redhawks collected a needed road win against Northern Illinois in their previous action. Miami, Ohio posted a 24-17 road win against Ball State last season. The Ball State Cardinals have lost 3 of their last 4 road games. John Paddock is completing 59.7% of his passes for 2,606 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Ja'Shawn Jackson and Brady Hunt have combined for 1,298 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns, while Yahanes Tyler has 46 receptions. The Ball State Cardinals' ground game is averaging 149.3 yards per contest, and Carson Steele leads the way with 1,376 yards and 12 touchdowns. Defensively, Ball State is allowing 28 points and 404.2 yards per game. Clayton Call leads the Ball State Cardinals with 99 tackles. Cole Pierce has 4.5 sacks, and Nick Jones has 2 interceptions. The Miami, Ohio Redhawks have split their last 4 home games. Avian Smith is completing 52.1% of his passes for 920 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Mac Hippenhammer and Miles Marshall have combined for 984 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns, while Jake Coldiron has 22 receptions. The Miami, Ohio Redhawks ground game is averaging 145 yards per contest, and Keon Mosey leads the way with 455 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Miami, Ohio is allowing 23 points and 368.5 yards per game. Ryan McWood leads the Miami, Ohio Redhawks with 107 tackles. Corey Suttle has 6 sacks, and John Saunders Jr. has 2 interceptions. The Cardinals are 4-1 against the spread versus a team with a losing record. The Redhawks are 15-7 against the spread in their last 22 home games and 4-9-1 against the spread in their last 14 Tuesday games. The under is 20-7 in Cardinals' last 27 games overall. The under is 9-3 in Redhawks' last 12 games overall. The Cardinals are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 meetings in Miami, Ohio, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. The Thanksgiving week festivities begin in the college football world on Tuesday night when the Ball State Cardinals pay a visit to the Miami Redhawks. The Cardinals have lost 2 in a row, but those games came against the 2 top schools in the Mid-American Conference this season. Before that, they had won 4 out of 5 behind some solid play defensively. Ball State is surrendering just 216 yards per game through the air. For Miami, they've now been outgained in 4 of their last 5 outings, while failing to break the 30-point threshold as an offense in every game against FBS competition. Their 3 conference wins in this campaign have come against the bottom feeders of the Mid-American Conference in Kent State, Akron, and Northern Illinois. These teams are extremely similar in terms of their overall statistics, but the Miami Redhawks should be able to do as well. Avian Smith is playing well throughout the season, while John Paddock has double-digit turnovers, which means they are struggling with ball security, where Miami should take advantage of it. The Redhawks also are good at stopping the run, so expect Carson Steele to have a bit of a quiet game here on the ground compared to what we are used to seeing out of him overall. The Redhawks covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games against the Cardinals. Massive game for both teams as the winner becomes bowl eligible. The difference is the Miami, Ohio Redhawks actually play defense, and this is senior night for a roster that has 8 seniors. It's hard to trust Ball State on the road with a defense that's ranked 91st in total defense, 110th in rush defense, and 85th in scoring defense. Miami, Ohio has won 5 of the last 6 meetings against Ball State, so the Miami Redhawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both of these teams have been doing decently well offensively, but not enough to really expect a huge number here. Ball State is averaging 20.5 points in their last 4 games, while Miami is scoring 26 points in their last 3 games played. Both defenses also are not going to allow a crooked number on the scoreboard, as they should be able to defend well enough and put more of an NFL score than a college football showcase. The under also hit in the last 9 November games for Ball State and in 9 of the last 12 Miami games overall. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Bowling Green versus Ohio U. The Bowling Green Falcons will be traveling to Pettin Stadium on Tuesday evening to take on the Ohio Bobcats in a Mid-American Conference matchup. The Falcons are 6-5 thus far and are coming off a 42-35 road victory over the Toledo Rockets last Tuesday. The Bobcats are sitting at 8-3 so far and are on a 6-game winning streak after a 32-18 road victory over the Ball State Cardinals last Tuesday as well. The Bowling Green Falcons are 6-5 this season after they defeated the Toledo Rockets by a score of 42-35 in their last game. Bowling Green racked up 456 total yards and forced 3 turnovers in the win. The Bowling Green offense is averaging 24 points per game with 237.5 passing yards per game and 105.5 rushing yards per game. Matt McDonald has thrown for 2,422 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions for the Falcons this season. Jason Patterson has rushed for 543 yards and 1 touchdown, while Odiu Hilaire has caught 51 passes for 696 yards and 6 scores for Bowling Green. The Bowling Green defense is giving up 33 points per game and 424 yards per game. The Ohio Bobcats are 8-3 this season after they defeated the Ball State Cardinals by a score of 32-18 in their last game. Ohio gained 427 total yards, forced 3 turnovers, and forced another 3 turnovers on downs in the win. The Ohio offense is averaging 34 points per game with 304.5 passing yards per game and 138.2 rushing yards per game. Curtis Rourke has thrown for 3,256 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, while also rushing for 249 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Bobcats this season. C. Bangura has rushed for 788 yards and 10 scores, while Sam Wigluss has caught 65 passes for 794 yards and 10 touchdowns for Ohio. The Ohio defense is allowing 31 points per game and 456.1 yards per game. The Falcons are 7-3-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games and 6-1 against the spread versus a team with a winning record. Bowling Green is 3-10 against the spread in their last 13 in November. Meanwhile, the Bobcats are 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 overall and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 Tuesday games. Ohio is 13-3 against the spread in their last 16 conference games. The most consequential game in the Mid-American Conference this week is on Tuesday night in Athens, Ohio. Bowling Green faces Ohio University in a battle for a spot in the conference title game. Ohio comes into the game at 6-1 in the conference, and a win here would secure a berth in the conference championship. The Bobcats have won 6 straight games, and all of them by more than this week's 6.5-point spread. Bowling Green comes in hot as well, winners of 4 of the last 5. They need to win, and they also need some help with tiebreakers. But first things first, the most important question in this game is the health of Ohio quarterback Curtis Rourke. Rourke is having an historic season with the Bobcats, but he left with a knee injury last week. The coaching staff is optimistic that Rourke will play, but you just never know with college football injuries these days. He is obviously the key for the Bobcats, and if we get word that he is not playing, this becomes a hammer bet instantly. For Bowling Green, their quarterback has also been effective, especially down the stretch. Matt McDonald threw for 395 yards and 4 touchdowns last week in a huge win over Toledo. The Falcons were 2-touchdown underdogs, and they went on the road and won anyway. McDonald needs to have a big game, and fortunately for him, the Ohio secondary is quite beatable. I think Bowling Green keeps this game close, whether Rourke plays or not. The Bowling Green pass rush is strong, and if Rourke plays with a gimpy knee, he is not likely to be very mobile. That pass rush will be significant this week. I also expect the Falcons to have success through the air as well. Bowling Green has beaten the spread week after week, and I think they will do it again. So the Bowling Green Falcons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. So much of the game total depends on the health and effectiveness of Ohio QB Curtis Rourke. If he plays, and if he can be anywhere close to his normal self, points should come in bunches in this game. Ohio has consistently posted points against everyone in this league, many of whom have better overall defenses than Bowling Green. If Rourke does not play, this total is more of a question mark. When C.J. Harris entered the game at quarterback for the Bobcats last week, the play calling became more conservative, and it likely would be the same this week if Harris is forced into action. Bowling Green prefers to keep the ball in the air, and Ohio is vulnerable there. I suspect Bowling Green will force the issue on offense, and if they start scoring, it won't matter what Ohio prefers to do on offense. They will be forced to be more aggressive to keep pace. Ohio comes into this game playing very well and has scored at least 32 points in 4 of their last 5 games. Bowling Green got blown out by Kent State 2 weeks ago, but was able to bounce back with an upset of Toledo in their last game. Ohio is rightly the favorite in this game, but I do not see a lot of reason that this would be a low-scoring game. With as much as is at stake in this season finale, I expect both offenses to shine. Neither defense has played very well this season, so we should see plenty of points in this game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.